Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88, we're back playing... What are we playing? I'm playing Back to the Future, the game, episode 1. Game brought to you by GameNewOne.com. And I actually started off over there, because I don't really remember where I left the last video off in. But I believe we're supposed to go to the Hill Valley Police
Who
Department.
are you and what do you want?
Can I talk to, Carl Sagan?
Are you his lawyer?
No?
Then scram.
Oh, I think I know where I need to go. We need to go to the attorney's office, which is around here somewhere. Oh, there's law offices.
Hello?
No solicitors!
Huh. Bank doors.
How can I help you, sir?
Without any money, I don't really have any business in there.
Okay, well then let's, I'm guessing the only way to go would be to go to the soup kitchen. Under new management. Yeah, this looks like it might be it.
McFly!
Biff?
Kid!
Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you?
Would you?
Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right. That's better. What are you looking at, punk?
Keep your eyes on the soup, kid.
Well?
Well, what?
What are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly,
Yes?
that hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it.
Uh,
Now scram!
you got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 plus 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Let's head over here, if that's the case.
Like a thorn bush in a drunkard's hand is a proverb in the mouth of a fool. Heavy. Maybe I should go to the jail and talk to Doc before I start dialing random people in 1931.
He makes a semi-good point.
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
Okay, so I can't talk to anyone really.
Okay. Hey, never mind.
Guess Cue Ball doesn't really want to talk to us. Counter flap.
The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Whoa!
I kind of agree with him. That was a little unexpected. So where do I go now?
Doc!
Oh.
Marty,
Doc!
what are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system, of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan.
A plan, right. But what?
Let's talk to the gangsters.
Hey, maybe I could talk to the gangsters. Tell them they're about to shoot the wrong guy.
I don't think the criminals of this era are going to be very receptive to a complete stranger telling them that their secret assassination plan is misguided, do you?
Let's alert the
Why
authorities.
don't we tell the authorities?
Tell them what? That my friend from the future has proof that I'll be murdered tomorrow? They'd ship us both off to the loony bin. And trust me, you don't want to see the inside of a 1931 insane asylum.
Maybe I do. Let's make a
Why
stand.
don't we try to tough it out? Now that we know what's coming, maybe we sneak it past the gangsters with a bulletproof vest or something.
That might work with 1 or 2 bullets, but from the looks of this article, it appears that I'm going to be mowed down in a hail of Tommy gun fire that rendered the innocent stranger little more than a pulpy mass of bones and gristle.
Who writes like that?
According to the byline, one Edna Strickland.
I should have guessed.
Okay, so let's go back in time.
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Well, I guess I could break you out of jail.
Well, I suppose I
sorry,
could just get
I'm
some
reading it.
dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You'll need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me. 1931 me.
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely.
Won't talking to yourself cause, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. From what I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
Huh.
Okay, well, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
Alright, man, I'm already liking this game a lot. I like the story. It reminds me of all the other ones that I'd spent days watching. Watch all the trilogy. Second one is probably my least favorite, but it goes 1, 3, 2 in my opinion. This could definitely have been a movie. Oh, where's a pipe?
Looks like these pipes go into the basement.
Huh, that could be useful later. Keep that in mind. We're not gonna go through the kitchen door.
Brown residence?
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who may I say is calling?
The courthouse? Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse.
What the heck? So now I gotta go run all the way back to the courthouse? Oh, stack tables.
What are those tables for?
We keep a few extra tables around for our end-of-the-month hobo soirees.
So he works at the courthouse. Where do I want to go? I want to run.
I better not. Those lawyers sound kind of nasty.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out where the heck the courthouse is. I know that's jail, but I don't think that's actually like the courthouse. Maybe I can go in there.
I think I'll just talk to Doc from out here.
Okay, Marty. Yeah, it doesn't really allow me to go many places. Can I go there? Oh, Einstein, what are you doing?
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
That was it? I bet you this is the courthouse. Oh yeah, because the courthouse steps. Yeah. Okay. Holy crap.
Don't touch those. These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, Corleone.
Emmett Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact. Naturally, h2 of a multiplied by the inversion of h has to come out less than...
Well, I gotta... Where the heck did he go?
Missing here. Or do we take h's chance of permitting a line up? In that case, h to the...
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
Come on, Doc, Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. so I probably won't get off before 10.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science. Mass times acceleration, of course. That's...
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer or soda? What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father?
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to skip
Pop is the
that.
most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong. Oh, which brings us back to H.
I better not. Those lawyers sound kind of nasty.
Oh, crap. Okay,
Well, no.
let's talk to Doc. If he doesn't say anything, well, I guess my next best bet would be to talk to his father.
Psst, Doc!
Marty, have you found my younger self yet?
Well, I met your younger self.
Great.
And I gotta say, you're kind of uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
I tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Father.
What's he got to do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections, so I carefully kept them under wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It sucked a lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him, but right now, my younger self probably thinks you've been sent by my father to check up on me.
What do I do to convince Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure.
You know, your younger self seems really dedicated to the law.
It's a facade, I assure you. I had to keep up appearances to appease my father.
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why would I be muttering? I never mutter unless... The Hill Valley Expo!
The expo?
Yes, the Expo! How could I have forgotten? In a few months, the younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted inventors who shaped my career.
So, it was a big success?
No, it was a miserable failure, but it was a spectacularly miserable failure, one which marked my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
What do I do to convince Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure.
Great.
Let's
Exit.
talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here.
Huh. Wait, come for the soup, stay for the salvation? That's a little creepy. I'm gonna go up to the courthouse, see what I can do. I'm not a huge fan of the controls, but they're not bad.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Sounds like you're a little scared of
Dang
your
it.
father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible
I keep
judge
trying to
that Hill
unlock
Valley has ever
a
seen.
certain-
The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Don't worry,
Come on, you could trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for, in more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character!
I'm gonna ask him one more time.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it. Mechanisms are required to maintain a constant mass of...
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it.
Okay.
You gonna buy anything?
No.
Then get out, bum.
Okay. You sounded happy.
Hey, can I get some moose?
What does this look like? A hunting lodge?
I'm not so sure I want to stay in a place that welcomes transients.
Hey, you never know. Alright, let's head up. Courthouse. Let's head in here. See if we can talk to his
I
father.
don't need to go in there anymore.
What about inventory? What do I have?
Now if H stands for...
After all the trouble I went through getting this thing, there's no way I'm letting it out of my sight. I don't need to go in there anymore.
Or do we take H to stand with Hermitian line operator?
I wonder if I have to talk to Einstein.
A might well be equal to A's expectation value, but only if the coefficient of friction remains constant and the gravitational constant.
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Okay, I need a hint. Let's see, what is this? If you two had something in common. The hell? Muttering to himself out when he thinks you're not listening. Okay. That's an interesting thought. So I have to what, follow him?
I don't need to go in there anymore.
Where are you, Emmett?
I don't need to go in there anymore.
Crap, where is he? Okay, now I can't even see him. Oh.
No, not possible. No.
Okay.
Now if H stands for
Will you just give me a chance?
harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it. What am I missing here? Or do we take H to stand for the Hermitian line operator? But in that case, H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A might well be equal to A's expectation.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr.
I'm
Corleone.
not even clicking on anything.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it. Force equals mass times acceleration, of course. That's Newton. But how many newtons are required to maintain a constant mass if acceleration is reduced by the inverse of the derivative of the speed relative to...
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it.
Okay, so now I am assuming what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to go over and talk to Emmett Brown and ask him about what that math equation is.
Doc!
Morty, how goes the escape plan?
Aha!
Guess who I bumped into at the soup kitchen? My grandfather.
No!
Don't worry, I didn't talk to him or change his future or anything.
Good.
I wish I could, though. This era's tannin is treating him like dirt.
Don't worry. If history plays out as it's supposed to, he'll soon be out from under Kit Tannen's thumb and free to live out his life as a humble accountant with your grandma. What was her name again?
Sylvia.
Right, Sylvia.
Where have you been?
Where have you been all this time? I missed you.
I've missed you too, Marty. But I thought it was important to let you live your own life for a while, free from the insanity of time travel.
I gotta admit, it was nice to not have my family history blowing up in my face for a few months.
Besides, I've been busy raising my own unpredictable teenagers.
So how are Clara and the kids?
Oh, yeah.
They're fine, fine. Right now we're trying to decide where to send Jules and Vern to college. Clara prefers the 2020s, but I'm partial to the 1960s. We're planning on visiting you and Jennifer in 2011 soon.
Me and Jennifer? In 2011?
Oh, forget I said anything.
I know this really isn't the right time or place, but I found your notebook.
Ah, so that's where I left it. Why'd you bring it here?
Because the bank's selling off all your stuff.
They can't do that.
That's what I keep trying to tell them.
Well, you hold on to it for safekeeping. We'll deal with my financial situation in 1986 after we save me from a grisly death in 1931.
What do you know about Edna Strickland?
Edna? We never really socialized when I was younger. She was a few years older than me, and we traveled in different socioeconomic circles. Why do you ask?
She thinks you're a hero for burning down that speakeasy. She's doing a story on you.
A story? Oh, yes, now I remember. Ask Edna, the etiquette column that doubled as a pro-temperance soapbox. She believed that the consumption of alcohol would inevitably lead to a complete societal breakdown.
Sounds like a fun gal.
You should have seen her when the hippies started showing up in the 60s. She just about lost her mind.
That would explain a lot.
Okay.
What's the story with this kid Tannen jerk anyway?
Biff's father? By this time next year, he'll be pulling down a life sentence in San Quentin. There was even a song about it.
Wait, if Biff will be born in 1938, and Kid will be in prison...
As I recall, he escaped from prison in 1937 for about 3 hours.
That's a busy 3 hours.
No kidding.
Where'd the DeLorean come from? The last time I saw it had been smashed to pieces by a train.
It's
Another
a
reference to Back to the
fantastic
Future
story.
3.
Do you remember when the DeLorean got struck by lightning in 1955?
Yeah?
Unbeknownst to either of us, the lightning produced a temporal duplicate of the time machine, one that was tossed 70 years into the future.
What?
I found out about it during a trip to 2025 and recovered it just in time to stop Griff Tannen from vandalizing the time stream.
Heavy. So that DeLorean...
It's for all intents and purposes the exact same machine as the original. Plus or minus little bells and whistles I've added over the years, of course.